Okay, thank you. Now I want to talk about what I really get, what I really discovered from this course, coaching training course. The first week, I discover my sensitive values through the coaching, the peer coaching with P. Itipat. It's kind of like I really don't know why I was disturbed and very angry somehow when people say that I'm not responsible for what I promised. But because I just don't have enough time, or I think it can be postponed, that I didn't do what I said. But it really disturbed my peace and my values, which make me angry. So coaching make me understand my values that is sensitive. So I understand this, so I can control and I can choose how I would respond. That is the first thing that I learned, that wow, is this so powerful, and I get to know myself more than before. The second thing is around a fourth week or fifth week that we train, it just occurred to me that I don't want to attend any coaching training further. I just want to quit and get my money back. At that time I was thinking that maybe I'm not good for being a coach, because it's so much about emotion, and I cannot get the essence of it. It's no logic. It's kind of a vague, a crowdy things, and I was very disturbed and annoying to myself. It turns out that when I asked Michael and Lynn, who is the professional coach, they just asked me whether I want to do a session with this, and I said yes. And it turned out to be that I discovered the very important aspect and the reason behind many of my past situations. It turned out that I have the kind of sub-personality, which I call it X. The X is so much on the push and all the pressure and all the success. So this kind of sub-personality make me feel uncomfortable to do what I love, even if I love to do it. So she pointed out, because I give her the list of what I want to do, and some contradict happen, and then she asked a powerful questions. What you really want, and what happened to your feeling? It's more like deep down inside of me. So once I discovered this, is so powerful that I understand why I have tendency to quit things, because this X personality will force me to work further, push higher, and pressure myself, that I really don't want to continue to do things that I love. So this one is really the best session that I ever had during this course. There is more, but this one is the key turning point, so that I'll stay longer and my growth is like ramping up, skyrocket. And at this time I was thinking that this discovery made me understand a lot about myself, and my ROI for this course is already finished, so I was very happy at that time. So I also have the session with Dr. Shuri about my past journal, and it's very interesting to incorporate this too with the ones that I have in finding my sub-personality. Another great session is about the visioning session, where I have to close my eyes, and she asked me to imagine what it would look like in the future. When the vision is finished, complete, how would I feel, and what is the first step to be made? Because I have the vision of make coaching norm, because I want the coaching is very good process, and I want everyone to have this knowledge and skill, but I just don't know. I kind of don't know. I have a lot of ideas about how to make it happen, but it's kind of like 100 steps, or it's kind of in the late game, and it's mixed with what I have to do now. So the visioning session helped me to figure out what would be my first step, and it makes me feel peaceful and feel like it is achievable. This one is very good. Okay, another great session is about the marketing. It occurred to me that I realized that my business, there is a problem with marketing, and I just try to avoiding it. When I try to avoid, I think that in the upper level, I feel like I'm not good at marketing and it's not necessary, and I would do something else to compensate for not doing marketing. But it turns out like I do everything. I have already done everything that I can, and it's the marketing one that is missing. So I just come up with, I just want to be good at marketing, and I just want to finish what is blocking me from being good at marketing. Now, the session with Lynn is kind of a little bit of self-coach. When she asks questions, I done a lot, and I close my eye and I see that the failure shouldn't serve as the pain in my heart, but it should be served as a learning for the future. I shouldn't hurt by what failure that I have. Then the learning from that session is the learning from failure is necessary. I have tendency to avoid the learning and to condemn myself that I'm not good at what I have failed before. This is kind of fixed mindset that I observe myself having it. And it's powerful to get over it and come to work on marketing again. So it helps my work a lot, and my business, I think it's coming to be in the skyrocket right now. In terms of my personal life and my relationship, coaching helped me a lot with my awareness of my feeling, my emotion, and my understanding of others' feeling. If you not understand yourself, how could you understand others' people? It's impossible. If you want to help others' people know what they want and have what they want, but you don't know what you want and you don't have what you want, you cannot help them. So you cannot be a coach if you don't have, you cannot be a coach if you don't know what you want. Forget about having it. So it helps my relationship a lot with my wife. She just, I realized that I was born in the Chinese family. It's just hard to say I love you, but she is kind of, she needed it. And I never satisfy her needs because I always thinking that why you have to question me, to ask me to confirm that I love her. It's kind of, do you think that I'm dishonest, that I'm not loving you anymore? It's kind of like that. But I never know that just the words of I love you can make my wife very happy the whole day. So once I say that, she just said this to me, and it's really changed our relationship, that I'm more like understanding about her emotion, and I care more about her emotion. That is the best thing that could ever happen. It's kind of another energy, another atmosphere of relationship has happened. It sounds like the first or the early day that we met, so we bring it now after we married, so it's very good. And also my relationship with my dad as well, it really helps me to speak with him what I think, and to really forget forgive and forget what is in my heart. And it's so profound that after done that, I also, before that I already done to like come back to my Father in heaven, and after Father in heaven I was doing it with my father, real father in here. So the environment of the relationship in our family changed, and it's wonderful. So in terms of myself, my work, my relationship, my family, there's more about my village. When in the village meeting, like juristic person meeting, I listen more clearly the message, and I have kind of powerful questions to ask people. I can keep track on the things that I really don't want to know, because the skill in coaching, so active listening is very helpful, and to ask the open-end and powerful question is the best thing, because we always want to have our opinion, but we never listen or ask powerful question to drill down, to dig down what is inside their heart. So that is what changed in my village. I think coaching can solve many problems, and I believe that to make coaching the standard in education, the embedded in the education system, is a crucial for developing nation. I mean, to be developed nation. So my vision is to coach and to be a coach trainer, to train people to be able to coach and to coach others. What I'm doing now is I help my parents do the parental training, so I can put this into action with the parents first, and I want to be my own style of coach. So that is my goal coming here, and it's very like it's very return of the investment. So I'm very happy. I just want to tell that this is the best investment in this year of all things. My plan to do coaching, I plan to start coaching with my employee first, my work and my organization, and I want to coach my friends or my wife friends. I want to coach people in the village, where is the place very close to me that I can get by without traveling a lot. I don't like traveling. And I also want to coach for the corporate. If possible, I want to try. And there is one offer coming now that I want to do it. I wish I would be very successful doing this, and it's opened me to the new door of possibility. In the end, I just want to coach the powerful people so that they know what they want and they can give to others people as well. So I want to conduct coaching in English, because I think English language for the emotion, for the word is so precise, and I want to practice English altogether to work in the international levels. And I would target the middle to high, the same way I did with my business. And I also do want to start coach training to train people. Is one of my goals in the upcoming years. That is my vision and my action plan.
So where are you now?
Okay, now we are here at the MMS coach training. This day is the labs day, so that we after we learn about coaching, labs day is to practice coaching through the peer coaching, coach with others participants, or also mentoring session with our professional coach, or do some process to get you understand yourself so that you can help others people understand what they want.
So what is the coaching?
Coaching to me
Yes.
is coaching is kind of a process that we support coachee or our client from good to great, from the transition, so that they know what they really want and they can have what they wanted. Coaching is different from other kind of teaching or mentoring or therapist or like counseling. We didn't give any advice. We believe that the answer is in that people. So we ask open-ended question, we active listening to what the others people said, and then we support, partner with client so that they find the answer by themselves, their own answer, their answers to the question or to what they want.
Who needs to be coaching?
Everyone needs coaching because first it's very good that some of the time there's people to ask yourself powerful questions that make you think that you never asked this question to yourself before, and question that can let you discover inside who you really are, how you like reflect with your action down from it's like iceberg model. We normally like see only the physical, what happened, what action we take, things like that. But coaching helps you to drill down to the unseen part of the iceberg, like the feeling, your thoughts, and your belief system, and your values, and yourself, true self.
True self.
Yes, once you know this, the action will change, and it's not like coaching will result in you have to do this. The coaching changes you from the inside out. That's why it's work better than consulting to give advice or mentoring from other people's experience. It works with the issue that had the answer in yourself. Things like that. Yeah.
Okay. So every successful people need a coach.
I believe so. That's why there is an executive coach. Because executive or the CEO or the owner of the big business, they are already great. They are great already.
Yeah.
I mean, they did a lot of wonderful things so they can get to this kind of position. However, there is something that they're not clear or something that block them. It's not you to tell them what to do, but the coach can ask questions so they can answer to themselves or they can find the answer by themselves. That's why it's so profound. It's not limited to how much you know. It's the person that you work with, that you coach, that will have the answer. Yeah.
Wow. What are the difference of coaching, mentoring, and therapy?
So coaching is like Socratic teaching. Socratic teaching is different from Aristotle. That Aristotle will say that people are like the blank tablet. They need to be filled with information, with knowledge, so that they can know what they want or things like that. But Socratic teaching is like the answer is in themselves. So coaching will ask questions, things like that, and we are no judgmental. When you are no judgment, you don't say that this is good or bad. You don't put your thoughts, your opinion into others people. Even your encouragement or sometimes it's not coaching. It's like if you come up with the situation and I said, oh, that is great, but you didn't feel that it is great, that is also judgment as well. So we didn't do that. And we didn't do sharing from our experience, oh, you should do this, it's work. because it may be work with you, but it's not work with your client. So that is the difference. And it's for therapy and for like psychotherapy, things like that, work with people who is not really normal. There is some abnormality or pathology. We didn't work, coaching didn't work with that client. We work with normal people. Yeah.
So how you run with the coaching?
Okay. So in coaching, we start with, we call it chemistry session. Chemistry session, we will explain what is coaching to the client, and we get to know them if they're really happy with you coaching them. And we also explain about the ICF, the standard that we hold, because every coach, every certified coach needs some kind of international standard to like make it in the line. So coaching can be professional because there is standard behind it. So we talk about ICF standard, and the very important thing is the confidentiality. We need to make sure that coaching know that the session is confident, or otherwise they will not be truly open to you, and things like non-judgmental, how you do the coach, things like that. After the chemistry session, there have to be the objective, because we cannot coach if there is no objective or what the client wants, things like that. So during the coaching, there will be the kind of asking question and listening to the answer and ask another question deep down, so that client can discover, explore in themselves their answer. And once they have the answer, we nail it into the action, so that the answer can be practical and there is a progress from the objective. So we may not have finished the objective, but we are one step or two steps or 30% closer to that goal that client have. So it can be any objective: behavioral, relationship, work, achievement, transition, or like a vision, or their dreams, or their kind of can also be some kind of problem solving as well. But we didn't do problem solving, but the client is the one who solved their problem. We asked the questions. Yes, and it's really worked for me because during this training, I have many sessions that is wonderful, and it helps me a lot in my personal life, in my career as an entrepreneur, and also like it helped me to understand what I am, who I am, what I really want in life. I have before entering this course, they will have me write down what you want in your life, what you want about this course. I write everything that I want in my life, and really we achieve almost 80%. Yeah, so I think that is all that I want to say. I'm very grateful. I'm so blessed to be here, and I just want you to know that this course is amazing and it helps a lot. Thank you very much.